Taking the Catholic Church's message onto a world stage, Pope Benedict the Sixteenth spoke before the UN in New York Friday. With the nuance of a diplomat, the Pope did not specifically mention the U.S. or other members of the Security Council. But he did say the will of the many was in crisis because of the interests of a few.
We are witnessing the clear paradox of the multilateral consensus, which continues to be in crisis because it is still subordinated to the decisions of a small number, while the problems of the world require from the international community that it act on a common basis.
The Pope asked the UN to protect Africa from the, quote, negative effects of globalization. He said that if a government isn't protecting its citizens, the UN should intervene, and that ignoring human rights would ultimately undermine the power of governments. The Pope compared the UN to a family in which the strongest members have a responsibility to protect the weakest members. Although he didn't mention any countries by name, he said there is a growing consensus here at the UN that the moral authority of governments around the world rests upon their ability to protect their weakest citizens. Pope Benedict on Friday became the first ever Pope to visit a U.S. synagogue.
It's a reaffirmation of your outreach, goodwill, and commitment to enhancing Jewish-Catholic relations. In our lifetime, Your Holiness, both of us have experienced the ravages of war, the Holocaust, man's inhumanity to man, but we also tasted the joy of freedom.
And a box of matzah. Thank you for being with us.
Children at Park East Synagogue in Manhattan gave him matzah bread to mark the start of Passover.
May God bless you.
While a rabbi gifted him with a Seder plate.
I know that the Jewish community make a valuable contribution to the life of the city, and I encourage all of you to continue building bridges of friendship with all the many different ethnic and religious groups present in your neighborhood.
Later, the Pope visited St. Joseph's Church in the city, one of the last churches in the U.S. that still holds religious services in German, the Pope's native tongue. Ted Chaffrey, The Associated Press, New York.